Hey, my movie muffs, welcome. Wow, slurry to start the day. Hey, my movie muffs, you delicious little morsels. Welcome back. This is approved for audiences. I am back in the house as well as Chester. How did they get so much cheese in one cracker? Cheese it!
That's me.
That's
him. Thank you to your mom for keeping my seat warm for a week while I was on vacation.
Yeah, that is our... Well, you were on staycation.
I was on staycation. Yeah.
Before we get into the show here, we already started off with little rocks here. But
No, we didn't.
Sunday fun day. We've had some beers. We went to a movie. Holy fuck. We just want to thank you for liking, subscribing, shouting out, commenting, watching the fucking thing. Very cool.
Yeah. Like more, subscribe more, watch more, and listen more. Thank you.
Yeah. Where should they listen, Cheese?
I think that's a you thing.
Listen wherever you get podcasts.
Oh, that.
Full video available on this very platform you're watching it on. Why to the T to the YouTube.
That's right. That's right.
We are going to switch from... we're going to switch from Tuesdays to Thursdays.
Good day.
T-swap from the Tim. It's just easier for me to do it because I'm still a working man. I'm a factory boy. Yeah. So I don't have that much time, and it's easier. I learned that from doing the show with my mom. A lot easier, a lot more fun for me. So, jot it down in your day planner. Thursdays, not Tuesdays. Salame.
Now, what's the name of the Instagram?
Oh, why is this hard right now? Approved for audiences on Instagram. Chester Cheese, where are we finding ourselves on Twitter?
On Twitter, we are approved for all. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I was a C-section baby.
Yeah. Lowercase?
Part of that's Caesarean Brotherhood.
The Syrian Brotherhood.
That's not funny.
It's pretty funny.
On Twitter, if you're on Twitter, come and find me. Because the podcast Twitter world is fucking hilarious.
Find him in the cut.
And my 4 or 5 followers.
Yeah.
I'd like to double that by next Thursday. So if you're on Twitter, please get at me at approved for all.
Scratch the audience.
Yeah,
Yeah. And add the pod for the email. And if you want to find us on our website, approvedforaudiences.buzzsprout.com. Oh, that sounds like cum.
No pod, add the audiences, include a couple of Buzzsprouts.
Yeah. That's where we are. I think that's all the things. I'm feeling Rusty Magoo over here.
Are you?
Oh, the old dingle balls just turned off.
What?
Very curious.
Huh.
By curious. Yes.
Hey, really good job on promoting the special guest last week.
Oh, thank you.
It was really fun. I had 3 people being like, come on, can you tell me? And I was really steadfast and like, tune in on Tuesdays.
Very good.
And you're going to find out who the special guest is.
Yeah.
And I did cave to my mother.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah.
Come on. Gotta.
I caved to my mom, too.
Gotta treat our moms well. I'm a mother lover.
Yeah.
And but it was good. Tim's killing it on the Instagram. I appreciate anybody who's joined in on the polls or any suggestions. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we didn't do a poll this week because doing one on Thursday was so wonky that I didn't want to, like, bombard y'all with, like, I felt like I was hitting the who the fuck is the special guest so hard that I want to be like, do you want to fucking do a poll while you're looking at my bullshit? So I thought it was too much, and we were going to do a live and drive, an in-theater performance. So I was kind of like, well, you can't pick anyway because we already figured it out.
Real quick on the special guest. The only guesses that I saw were, I think Kyle was a guest and my brother was a guest. Did you get any other ones?
Oh, dude, I got my sister. I got Tucker, who is my dog, which I wanted to film a thing with Tucker in Chase's chair, but he wouldn't cooperate. And I don't have a whole lot of patience for editing. I'm like, if it doesn't work the first time, I'm just not fucking doing it. Yeah. Who else did I get? Did I say my sister? Yeah. I got my dad. I got Michael a bunch.
Oh, that makes
shout out Michael.
Yeah. Oh, well, we haven't shouted him out in a long time, have we?
No, it's been a while.
Shout out Michael.
It's been at least 20 minutes.
Always shout out him. Shout out Kyle.
Yeah.
Shout out God.
Props, Kyle. Sorry, I couldn't get you gas money today. I was in the theater. Too soon? Sorry.
Oh.
Fucking. Where do you want to start here, Mr. Cheese?
Well, are we jumping right into some news of the week in the movie sphere?
Maybe we should get into some news here.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But the Ben Teens were a big O'Reilly Factor household, weren't they?
I had a Fox News dad. I had a bit of a Fox News dad, yeah. We entered the no spin zone a lot.
Shane Gillis has a great bit about Fox News.
That's what I'm referencing. Yeah, that's totally what I'm referencing. Who, I think I've mentioned this before, a buddy of ours, shout out Phil Armstrong, he was watching one of the pods, and the suggested clip to watch under ours was Shane Gillis' special.
Whoa.
Probably because I was talking about the Yellow Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be on reruns here. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned that, but pretty still Bill.
Well, are we jumping into the news then?
We're jumping into the news. We got Bill O'Reilly there telling us what to do.
All right.
So, Chase, you want to take it away with the old Oscar?
Yes. Last week, the nominees for the 94th Academy Awards came out, which, if you don't know,
Did I jump to this too soon?
Is the no, we're right here.
Cool.
The 2022 Oscars. So I'm just going to go over the nominees in the kind of the top 4 categories. We're not going to spend all day on it.
In the future and the Pistorius.
The what?
Oscar Pistorius.
Again?
Oscar Pistorius.
Who's Oscar Pistorius?
He was paralegal. He was a runner without legs that was in the...
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What was he?
A runner?
Without what?
Legs.
Huh.
And he killed his wife.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But he wasn't in the... Why do I want to keep saying paralegal?
That instantly took a turn. How was he? Okay, for a dumb question here. How was he a runner without legs?
He had prosthetics. Like the fucking crazy ski legs.
Yeah.
That were super bouncy.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that wasn't illegal, because I think that's a pretty good advantage. But he wasn't in, why do I want to keep saying paralegal? The Paralympics?
Oh, Paralympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a peach, but a pear.
Do you think if you don't have legs, you can do missionary?
Style?
Yeah.
Or tortilla chips?
No. The first one, the former.
Like on bottom?
No.
Oh,
traditional male missionary.
On the floor, sure.
Yeah, it feels like there'd be a lot of toppling over. You know what?
Kind of some ground digging.
Next week's episode: How do the Paralympics fall?
Dirk Diggler.
All right.
Anyway,
let's get into it. It's been 2 weeks, so Tim and I get excited.
Yeah, we're rock hard over here.
So the nominees for Best Picture in 2022 are Belfast, Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, Dune, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, and West Side Story. Tim, any of those ring any bells? I know you saw Don't Look Up.
I did see Don't Look.
You touched on it. You touched on a dibby a little bit last week.
Yeah, I did. It was fine. This is what I do. I don't give you a real estimation. What do I think? I was entertained. I don't think it was a little preachy. Like after
a little preachy.
After I watched it, I called you and I was like, "Have you seen this fucking thing?" Because to me, a movie also. Oop, there I am. I expected nothing out of this movie at all. Like I was just like, "Oh damn, a McKay flick with fucking Meryl Streep and some other folks that I know. Like, let's sign me the fuck up. Like, let's do it."
Yeah.
And there were parts that I had to turn away from, but I also kind of thought that was the point of the movie. Like, it's supposed to make you uncomfortable. And there were some giggles. There were some good giggle times.
Some gigs?
Yeah, there's some gigs.
Yeah.
But it's all, I mean, there's probably a lot of you out there like, Tim, stop with the saying the movies are too long. Sorry. I got shit to do. If it's 2+ and it's not fantastic,
sure.
Your boy's going to bitch.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He's going to cry.
Yeah, so I haven't seen all of these. I think the ones that I have seen, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, I was both surprised to find out are Oscar nominees, specifically The Power of the Dog. And like you have to have a really bad accent for me to be like, whoa, you have a shitty accent. Benedict Cumberbatch's
Sunday
accent.
Monday.
Yeah. In Power of the Dog is so blatantly awful.
What's he supposed to be doing?
He's doing a what's the era? Cowboy era in the Wild West.
Is it a Western?
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess it is.
Westerns are hot right now.
Kirsten Dunst is good in it, and so is Jesse Plemons, but Benedict Cumberbatch is...
I don't know the Plemons.
You'd recognize him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely recognize him. Anyway, so...
You're saying him or them?
Him. Is that cool?
Oh, yeah. I just wasn't sure if there was a non-binary.
A non-what?
A non-binary?
Okay.
You'd know them. Fuck off.
Fuck they.
Is it in or is it out? Just let me know. Come on.
Depends on the temperature outside sometimes. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to the next category. I haven't seen all of these, but...
well, hold on. Let's talk about that lick peach, though.
God, you're so... It's a good thing I fucking know you, and listening to your mom also with you. It's like, if you don't know the way Tim speaks sometimes... I know. Sorry.
Don't.
Lick Pete's.
Licorice pizza.
Licorice pizza, right, but okay, go ahead.
That thing, like, reeked of Give Me an Oscar, and I just watched the trailer. I think that was when we saw The Gooch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this thing is jerking itself off for an Oscar.
Well, you picked up on something on that I didn't.
Yeah, it stank of, like, let's talk about this girl fucking this kid, and then maybe we'll get a little Oscar nod there.
So I didn't... Oh, the old Kevin Spacey tactic,
yeah,
huh?
the old K-Space, dude.
So I did notice that in the trailer that, like, she was blatantly older. I didn't pick up on that.
Well,
I was like, this looks like a fun coming-of-age story.
he came, and he was not of age.
He came, and age was a factor.
Age was definitely a factorino. Yeah. Is timing an issue? Like,
Is timing an issue?
With like, an Oscar nod? Like, because let's say... You put out a movie. Well, when did Don't Look Up come out?
Well, I think the thing
you know what I'm getting at here?
I know what you're getting at, and I think the way that Hollywood would want us to talk formally is that we're not saying the 2022 Oscars. It would be that we're saying the 94th Academy Awards, because
Interesting.
The way it's going is that the 2022 Oscars are about movies that came out last year. So would it be
that like in a Julian calendar kind of thing?
Don't know. I only know one calendar.
Yeah,
the Mayan.
The yellow one. Cut that.
So, any of these? Did you see Dune?
No, I've seen ads for it. Is that like a post-apocalyptic, everything fucking sucks, we're in a desert kind of thing?
Dune's an incredibly popular
comic or video game,
sci-fi book.
Yeah.
That I know nothing else about other than that.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a good opportunity for people in the comments to let us know what the fuck Dune's about.
I imagine there's dunes involved.
Let me.
Sounds dusty.
It sounds arid.
Yeah, vapid, perhaps.
Arid brotherhood. I gotta quit doing that. I'm so sorry. That's not funny, and I don't. Okay, you calm down.
Sometimes we open the windows to aeration it out in the house.
Oh, I'm gonna do it, Tim, right here. Moving on.
I missed you, brother. Love you, Mom, but cheese is the best.
Hey, Lori's a tough act to follow.
Yeah.
I cannot craft like her.
She's got good crafts, folks. Coach's Cuts, downtown Ridgefield. Check them out.
Slow it down.
Coach's Crafts. Fuck!
Coach's
Coach's Cuts. Get your crafts. Not of the witch.
Okay, I'm going to run through Best Actor and Best Actress really
Hit
quick
'em.
because we are not going to spend all day on these.
No.
Javier Bardem, being the
Ooh.
Ricardos. Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog, who I just said did a really awful accent.
Oh, shit.
No.
Drink.
Nope, go ahead.
I do want to see the Ricardo movie because I was a big I Love Lucy guy coming up.
I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I just thought his accent was stupid.
Oh, wait, he's Desi Arnaz?
No, two different movies.
Oh.
Two different movies.
I want
Benedict
to
Cumberbatch.
see, in layman's terms, I want to see the goddamn Lucy movie.
Okay, gotcha. Andrew Garfield in Tick, Tick, Boom. And this, I so badly wanted. I have a feeling. I love Tim to death. I have a feeling Tim won't like this movie. If it hasn't been on the pod, but Tick, Tick, Boom is almost head and shoulders my favorite movie from last year. And it's almost not even close. And it panders to what I like in cheesy Broadway musical stuff. But Andrew Garfield's performance is so fucking spot on. I'd be so curious to see what you think about this.
How does he feel about lasagna? That's a Garfield joke.
Andrew Garfield does a great accent for being a Brit doing an American accent from New York. No.
Speaking of Brit doing New York, I just watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie from 1991.
Oh, shit.
It's as bad as they say.
Is that right?
I saw it because it can't be that bad, and I like a little bit of fucking stank on my bullshit. I didn't finish it.
Who plays Super Mario in 1991?
It's fucking
Steve Buscemi.
No, fuck. What's his name now? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
White hair.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking Pink Panther.
The detective. Are
I
you
don't
thinking
know.
Steve Martin?
I'm thinking Steve Martin.
I'm good with old guys with you.
Yeah, yeah. That's 2 times my hint has been old guy, white hair. Oh,
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly who it was.
But no, bad flick.
Let me run through the last 2 best actor
Yeah,
noms.
sorry.
Will Smith is King Richard,
Yeah.
and Denzel Washington from The Tragedy of Macbeth. Wild, I haven't heard of that one. I think I'd hear about a Denzel. I'm going to keep going here, though.
I love you, Denzel.
Best Actress, Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, on Netflix. I'd like to watch that.
Oh, did they find her? Is this an Asian movie? She's not to be found. Okay.
Tune in and find out. Penelope Cruz as Parallel Mothers. Nicole Kidman being the Ricardos.
And that's Nicole Kid?
And Kristen Stewart as Spencer, who plays Princess Diana.
What?
Princess
Wait,
of
wait,
Wales.
wait, wait. Pump the brakes there. Kristen Stewie as Princess Di?
Looks just like her.
Really?
Yes. I almost watched it the other day. I didn't.
Is it on a streamer?
It's either on Hulu or Netflix. I think Hulu.
Well, I guess I feel like Princess Di was so animated, and Kristen Stewart is far from animated.
Well, she's an actress.
So she says.
She gets a bad rap. Speaking of Super Bowl, by the way, it's Super Bowl Sunday for whatever that's worth.
This comes out Thursday, but yes, today is Sunday.
Today is Super Bowl Sunday. Kristen Stewart has one of the best SNL Super Bowl sketches
Really?
of all fucking time. Her and Kristen Wiig fucking slay. I like SNL sometimes. Okay, and then the final thing, I'm going to get through these. This is taking me. I didn't think it was going to take me too long.
Do your thing, babe.
Best Director, Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Ryusuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car. I would love to see Tim have pronounced that name. Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza. Jane Campion, The Power of the Dog, and Steven Spielberg for West Side Story, another film that I would like to watch.
Stevie? So, Chester, have you heard about the new I got you there, buddy boy. That new Jurassic Parkioso with all of the cast coming back full force. We got the Goldblum as per usual for the newbies.
Yes.
And we got Sam Neill and old Laura Dirty Dernenstein.
Yeah. Have you seen the 2 Jurassic Worlds?
I saw the first one, and I thought it was pretty fun, but it's a little kitschy. It's not like science-y like the original.
Yeah.
Well, the original first one, because they had, what, 4 or 3?
Oh boy, there was Jurassic Park.
There's at least 3. There
New
might have been
World,
4.
and then there was 3.
Yeah, I think the last one was with William H. Macy of the
shit.
original cast and crew. Well, I don't know about the crew, but the original cast.
You know, I don't remember. I think the newer ones, like Chris Pratt's been kind of fun.
Which he
and
killed
then-
it. It's just a little goofier.
What's the female lead in this? Is it Jessica Chastain?
Oh.
She's kind of a redhead.
Jessica Chastity Belt.
They haven't been bad, but they've just kind of been like actiony Mission Impossible plays, like with, and then they name the dinosaurs really crazy, like this is an Indominus Rex and a
That's pretty sexy, though.
Mas Indominoso Rexo. So
This is a Maserati.
So I will tell you, in a trailer for a franchise that I kind of no longer give 2 shits about, seeing Sam Neill and Laura Dern felt real fun.
I think it was time for them to come back. Has Sam Neill done anything else?
It's a good question.
Because I see Sam Neill, I think Jay Park all day.
Yeah, he's definitely associated with that. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say a sociopath. I don't know why.
Maybe he is.
He looks like an asshole.
Dude, yeah, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
But so excitement there. You're going to see it in theaters. You're going to wait. What do you feel?
I mean, if we decide to do it, I'll see it in the old theater. Otherwise, I might wait for it to come out. I need to watch. I saw the first Chris Pratt one, which was fun, like I said. But
it's fine.
It's like it's not something I need to see.
It's just fine.
by any means. They're like goofy. Scientific is the wrong word to say for the original trilogy or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But it feels like more like grounded, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Like like their pseudoscience is like involved more.
Right.
And then in the Chris Pratt ones, you have like botanists and fucking what do you call them now? What was fucking Ross? Archaeologist shit.
I did not know Ross was an archaeologist.
He was a paleontologist, excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, pull that right out of my urethra there. But it just seems like this one you got like the paleontologist running in heels from everything.
Sure.
Which is like, I don't know. It's less fucking, I don't know. I want to say like true, but none of it's fucking true. So it doesn't really matter.
Well,
they're goofier, and I prefer a goof, but I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
well, I feel the same way. I mean,
You know what I'm getting at?
if you want to go see this and the fans requested all 9 of them, then we'll probably check it out. But
Oh, yeah.
I could wait for this.
I do love the old Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris Pratt. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Not the Jesus so much, but the Chris Pratt's fun.
Yeah, he did get in a little trouble for being in
For being
part
Jesus-y?
Well, yes, actually,
What? What do you mean?
he's a part of like a very like elite Hollywood church.
Like Scientology?
No, like really, really Christian-y, but like he got in trouble for like being a part of it. Where like,
What do you mean?
so he's in like a church that is like pandered to
Elitists.
Hollywood elites, not Scientology. It's just like Christianity, but like a very like, I don't know, exclusive church, I guess. And I guess they have some not so topical views in terms of like gay people and transgender stuff. I'm not going to get all political about it.
Well, I think that's most of the churches.
Well, and they have a lot of views that me and you probably don't see eye to eye with, but like he tried to like people tried to like cancel him over it for like,
I remember there being some like unfavorable tweets coming in his direction.
yeah,
But
he handled it pretty well. And
all
like
confusing
if
to
you
me.
are into like, in my opinion, maybe some dumb shit like that, but like you keep it to yourself and like your personal religious
If you're
life
not an
is your,
asshole,
yeah, like isn't one of our things like freedom of religion, whether
Yeah.
or not I agree with it. So
totally. I don't know.
he's done a good job. I mean, you might not like what their church stands for, but like Chris Pratt seems like an okay dude.
I don't-
I'm gonna shut the fuck up because
Yeah.
this is such a hot button fucking thing lately that if
Didn't he also get into some shit because he like said like an "I love you" note to like his daughter, and people were like pissed about? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
None of it make. I think once you're so successful, you can't do right.
Robert De Niro says the N-word like 3 times in Dirty Grandpa, and it's just like,
Robert De Niro does?
yeah,
Oh, Dirty Grandpa. I'm thinking Bad Grandpa.
yeah, similar names.
I never saw. Does he really?
Yes,
Wow.
and but I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I don't like whether I
Preach,
like
brother,
I don't
preach.
I well, god damn it,
Yeah.
it's such a dangerous spot to be in. Like, shit's subjective. Are things bad to say? Yes. The actions speak louder than words. I think 1,000%.
Yeah. But also, like, did he write those words to say, or was he told to say those words?
He 100% did not write those words to say.
So that's what I was getting in last week with my mom about fucking old fake Aquaman, about like recanting on the role that he didn't write, and like he didn't like watch the movie. He was so apologetic for a thing that like his character like denounces everything that he says is a real person. Like, he explains why he wasn't like a supportive person, like in the role that he's fucking apologizing. That's why I got so heated. I was also pretty fucking tips or rips, but
I agree with you. I think the world needs more empathy and everybody needs to be a little bit friendlier. And I'm going to shut the fuck up at that point because this shit,
all right.
well, not you, but like
I don't want
just
to poke your chud anymore.
in
but-
general, like it's a fucking lose-lose right now.
Oh yeah,
Having a genuine conversation about the shit.
I mean, look at
more
Bill
often than not.
O'Reilly. He was on top. Kidding.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's a fucking shrivelly old prune.
Holy shit.
What's the
Okay,
next
the
one
last
here?
one I got is a trailer that came out last week
Oh nope.
called Nope.
Yeah.
But it's the next movie by Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer. It was pretty fun. It feels like it's going to be, it felt like maybe zombies, but then it looked like it might be some aliens, which I can have some fun with that. And for somebody who's not a huge fan of horror movies,
Yeah.
zombies and aliens are doable. Signs was fun. 28 Days Later. I haven't seen it in years, but you had mentioned
Oh, I
recently.
just watched it, guys. If you haven't seen it for a while,
Me.
I'm a big fan of seeing some flaccid dick in some movies, and there's a little bit of flaccid cock in there. Pretty cool.
If you like seeing
Don't get into it yet.
Well, if you like seeing flaccid hammers, then just stay tuned.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's the theme of this fucking episode here.
Fun comment on the name Nope,
Yeah.
which made me think it was more like Aliens.
It made me think of Leslie.
Leslie, oh, it's with a K.
Yeah, it's silent.
Is that it could potentially mean not of planet Earth.
Oh.
So that could be exciting. It looks fun. Have you seen Get Out and Us from Jordan Peele?
Yeah, I have. Before we move on, do
Yeah.
you know what people say the Bible stands for? Like the word Bible?
Oh, no.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Pretty fucking stupid, because it doesn't.
Yeah, well, I can't believe Chris Pratt believes that. You know?
He's on the wrong platitude.
I liked Get Out a lot. Us had a great soundtrack, but other than that, I was just kind of like, eh.
Was Us the one where they have the like the secondary characters of themselves that like live underground, and then it got really weird at the end?
Yes, I feel stupid. I kind of got confused at like what the conclusion of that was.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's stupid. I think a lot of people were kind of confused.
I'd have to go back and revisit it, but Get Out was really fun.
Get Out was
fun.
Because that also had some layers to it, like some jokey, fun stuff.
Well, and the lead in that, Daniel Kaluuya is the main lead in Nope, and he's real fun to watch, almost in everything I've seen him in, which is Get Out,
I love
and then
Kaluuya.
this Alien movie. So, no, he's also in Black Panther, but
And
anyway,
Black Coffee.
you interested in going and catching a Jordan Peele in theaters, or are you gonna wait? Yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, like I'm not really a theater guy like that much.
Sure.
I've only started going back to theater since we started doing this, and it's been fun. It has been fun.
Been real
But
fun.
I also like to push pause and take a piss.
Yeah.
That's enjoyable to me
Yeah,
too.
that's
and
a
that's
good-
kind of the way the world is moving.
Oh, 100%.
Do you want to talk about the theater we went to today?
Loved it.
Dude.
Can't believe I didn't know it
Hey,
existed.
Tim, here's a note. Put a clip of the videos you took on your phone that probably look like shit. Put them right here, buddy. Do it right here. Future
Well,
Tim.
If you're from this neck of the woods, McMinimans are very popular.
Yeah.
And like
Say the name again?
McMinimans.
Very good. A lot of people say McMinimans or McMinimans. People say that wrong all the time. I mean, I shouldn't be preaching because I say stuff really wrong all the time, but usually it's on purpose.
What? So it's always surprising to me to find out that there's a McMinimans that like I have never heard of, especially one that's
There's a lot.
really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like this one is in the St. John's neighborhood of Portland, which was doing and looking great today.
Yeah. Well, it was also a gorgeous day, too, which helped.
Gorgeous day, not a lot of issues on the side of the streets.
Parking, folks. They had fucking parking
Regular parking.
for freezels.
It's a
Extra
beautiful.
cheesels.
It was a beautiful theater. I won't harp on McMinimans at all, but I'm not a massive fan of their beer or their food. But like,
No, their beer can suck a chode. Their food, I will eat if I am that drunk.
well, but the aesthetics of the place. Ooh,
Do that again?
the aesthetics.
Hold on, let's get a close up. Oh.
The aesthetics of the places are always pretty fun. I mean, Edgefield.
Well, yeah, what they do for a lot of places is they'll take like, I guess we'll say monuments for lack of a better term.
Sure.
Like
historic buildings.
Historic buildings is a perfect way to say it. Yeah, and they'll redo them all fancy like, and you can drink and eat beer there. But then they also have places that are in mini malls. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little around a gamut.
More often than not, they're fun places.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah. But their beer fucking eats a dick. Their food is like, eh. But this place had a theater.
this place had a theater,
A single. I keep one calling on a window. A single screen theater,
single screen.
which made me feel stupid because I was like, "Hey, one for Jackass." She's like, "It better be. That's all we got going on."
They had also been open
Okay.
for an hour, and like their doors weren't easy to navigate. It
All
was
of
like,
them!
use the next one. Hey, stupid, you used the wrong one.
There were 4 doors.
I don't know why I always do that
4.
voice.
Oh,
when
that
I-
shitty voice. I did
yeah.
the same thing.
Hey, you used the wrong door,
Hey, you
Leo
fucking
DiCaprio.
fugazi! But there was a guy behind us, and I was like, "You trying to go in here?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't know how." And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll open all the doors." He's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Oh, you fucking pussy."
What? That's
That's what he was like. It's like, "I'm gonna go open the other door." He's like, "Oh, are you?" I'm like, fucking, yeah.
okay. I guess we just interpret that a little different. That's
Oh,
okay.
did I interpret it different? Like,
I thought he was just like, oh, cool. Let's try that one.
it felt like, "Oh, thank God you are," because I'm not going to. That's how
Oh.
it felt to me.
Well, that's how him and I were feeling.
Both of you were.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, thank God,
I was
Tim.
gonna kick the bitch down.
I couldn't believe we were
Your
just
boys
about
got
to.
to see Jackass.
I can't believe we were going to drive home and review School of Rock again. Fuck.
We'll just put it on my fucking Chinese TV in my car and drink beers.
Tim,
Yeah.
tell us what we were there to see.
A little thing called... Fuck.
quiz.
A little movie called Jackass Forever.
Yes.
And I got the old Posty Post here. Where is she? I bought monitors so I could read better. There she is. So there were like, I don't even know.
Wow.
9 different options for like movie posters because the movies are fucking weird now and they can just put out a bunch of them.
They all look great.
Yeah, it's not like, I know I mentioned this a lot. It's not like you go to fucking the Hollywood Video and you see like the movie posters on the window.
Right.
That's not how things work anymore. So
Right.
I just picked the coolest one I could find. And you're seeing it, boys and girls.
You picked the coolest one.
It's well, with your help, but yes. Yeah, dude. Where do you want to start?
Well, it's tough. We're gonna get to some before and afters, but I think just in some general speak here, like Jackass has been a part of your life if you are anywhere between the ages of probably like at the youngest like 20 to the oldest of like 45, somewhere in that age range. I mean, anybody could probably have seen it, but like if you are in that ballpark, Jackass was probably a really fun, cool part of TV back in the day.
Oh yeah,
movies coming out.
Not a big run either. Like as far as MTV goes,
as far as the shows,
the show, yeah.
These things were so fun growing up, man. Like the camaraderie of the people. And I remember being in fucking middle school and my neighbor Ben had an awesome downstairs basement, and we decided to do our own version of this, which in every show and every movie are like,
oh, you had a great name for it too.
Well, we thought it was a great name.
It's pretty fucking good, dude.
Ben also at that point had a really great flip out handheld camera that was super cool at the time.
Huge.
It was massive.
Was it a shoulder boy?
No, it was a handy. It was called LMNOP.
Fun name.
Boy, you know what? CKY, fuck you, LMNOP, you know, LMFAO.
Is that where that came from?
I have no idea. And like the gist of it was just doing dumb and silly things. But like, I remember being in like 8th grade, and one of the big ones is that I would take a airsoft gun and put it barefoot to the top of my foot, and then pow, shoot myself. Like, oh, I'm a Jackass! I did! And then Ben's thing, he could fucking throw up on command.
Not a cool thing to have in the back pocket.
At 13, it was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I was impressed that he could do it.
Jizz out of your own ass would be pretty cool.
Learning to go hands free, buddy.
Show you how I do it.
Learning to go hands free.
Man's pee, hands free.
Anyway, Jackass was just always around, like and what that sprung off from Wild Boys and Viva La Bam, which you talked really well about Viva La Bam.
I love the Viva La Bam.
Get into some Viva.
Not a big Bam on Jackass guy.
Sure.
I thought, I mean, you pick your favorites. You do. I always thought Bam was the biggest puss on Jackass. But that being said, I don't want to be in his position on Jackass at all.
Sure.
But Viva La Bam, I mean, you had Ape, you had Phil. So fun.
Dude.
And we'll get into why Bam isn't on this particular picture in a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, Viva La Bam is great. I watched it legally on the internet like a couple months ago. There's 70 episodes and 2 like spring break specials. They're all so fun. Rab himself.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Dunn, R.I.P.
Oh.
Love all the MTV trash. You're a big real world guy. But that's besides the point. We're talking about goddamn Jackass Forever.
Oh.
So why don't we go ahead and get into the fucking headshots here.
Yes.
We saw the poster a little before and after. So a little bit before we start this, we couldn't find super current before and afters. And in the movie, Mr. Johnny Knoxville, it's very curious. They never touch on it. Half of it, he has dyed hair. And half of it he doesn't. I don't know if that's just like a goof that they're doing. Like, look at me with the dyed hair and then look at me without the dyed hair. Thoughts, opinions.
There's a point towards the beginning where he's like, don't show my bald spot. And then Jeff Tremaine comes up and spray paints him.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, and to be honest, Johnny Knoxville is 50 years old, and with black hair and with his super silver white hair, looks great. Dude is
he's totally fuckable.
killing it
Yeah.
at 50. But yeah, kind of funny in the movie. It's never really touched on. I guess it doesn't need to be, but you definitely notice like half the scenes are white hair, half of them are black hair, and it isn't like the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie. It's just sporadic.
I will say the beginning of this movie is fucking amazing,
dude.
It's so good.
So,
dude.
mind you, we're in a really intimate, small theater.
Yeah, pretty small.
In Northwest Portland, St. John's.
Yeah.
And Tim's into it early in a good way. I don't mean this in a bad way at all, but like when I'm sitting there and it's just starting and the very first shot is Johnny Knoxville and it's supposed to be a spoof on like Godzilla. And so it puts in like Chinese letters and then underneath it puts Johnny Knoxville and Tim starts just out loud. And I'm like, oh fuck yeah. But anyway, get more into that opening Coxzilla scene.
Yeah, so there I already knew, which I think is why I like knew it was coming. No pun intended, because dicks.
A lot of cum in this film.
Pontius is always, I'm a jackass, fucking not nut. I don't know all the things and all the stuff, but
sure.
I've seen all the movies. I love them all. They're all great fun. So I knew right when I saw like the Chinese letters that they were doing a Godzilla spoof, and I knew it had to be Pontius's dick that was like pillaging the city. And boy, howdy, I wasn't wrong.
No,
Dude,
no.
So, but what's great about it is it's like a documentary that's not a documentary. Like
Right.
they show the cuts like as it's happening because like they do like a mini cityscape with like Pontius's fucking delightful little cock. Not little. Healthy little hog.
Healthy horn.
Yeah, good horn. Biggest hammer in Hollywood? You tell us in the comments. But they like stop it, and then they have his like dick on a string. He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like in the weirdest position, guys. Could you like stop tugging it like that?
Yeah.
Like, they totally like cut into the scene they're doing. I don't know. It's just great. And then you see like how the balls move, and I don't know. It's
Yeah, they have it on.
oh, spoilers if you haven't fucking seen it. I know it came out last week, but we're gonna fucking probably ruin the whole thing for you. But that's what's great about this too. There's no fucking plot line.
Well,
you know what you're getting into.
It's a good call. Massive spoilers here, but if you've ever seen Jackass, then
And we're not going to describe it in a way that you're like, oh, now I know that's coming.
We're not going to go scene by scene.
Like,
we'll talk about like what was funny,
Even
but
if we were, it would still be surprising.
and to be fair, like if you've seen Jackass, you've seen Jackass. Like it's pretty if you enjoyed it 20 years ago, you're gonna love it today.
Yeah, and surprisingly so, because you've probably. Did you have more? Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say like this, and we talked about this right afterwards. Like this doesn't need to be. This is should be. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm getting at. This is best viewed in an audience in a theater because the reactions are fucking great. And where Tim was giggling early on, the crowd came in choruses when all the wacky fucking shit starts to happen, and it makes it so fucking fun.
It's the best movie I've seen in a theater, like in a long, maybe ever. Just because it's not a movie where if you're talking or you're like, oh fuck, it doesn't ruin the movie like at all. Like everyone's like, oh my god, he's got his dick in a vice. Like,
dude, literally in a vice.
Like nothing you could say. Like half of this movie could be on mute, and it's still like a fucking. It could be a silent film, and it's still fun. It could be a movie with just music behind it.
I think you bring up a lot of good points, and I think that in terms of just having fun, in a theater, this is probably. I'm trying to think what could have been. I think Jake and I maybe had more fun during Team America World Police back in like 2002. But
Borat was pretty good too.
Borat was right there. But
which Jake got us into that movie.
Jake got us into Borat?
Yeah.
Really?
We were like 14 or 15 and he was like 20.
You know who knew about Borat before Borat? Eric Redmond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shout out Red Dog.
E-Dog. My dog E-Wreck.
Who also went to the School of Rock, which we mentioned on the School of Rock episode. If you
what up, Eric?
It,
let's
go
get
ahead
you on
and
here.
check out Approved for Audiences.
At least in the last, I don't know, 15 years of my life, this is the most fun I've had in a movie theater, bar none, and it's not even close. There's movies I may have liked the movie more, but like that sounds pretentious.
No, that's a great way to say it.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's been better movies, but when you're going into Jackass, you know what you're signing up for, and this thing hit on almost every fucking cylinder possible.
Totally.
And it is what it is. Like they introduced new people.
Which I'm glad you touched on that, because the way that it was proposed to me through watching the trailers, I thought it was kind of like a handing off of the torch. And it is. But I thought it was going to be more of a handing off of the torch. And I was like, well, I don't want to see these guys be like, you do it. That's not this flick.
Yeah, and I don't even. I don't even feel like it's so much of a handing off. It's like here's a few other supporting people.
Right.
We're still the main dogs.
Yeah.
And at 50 years old, we're still the fucking best at this, at spoofing and goofing and having a good time. Not that the other people, some of the younger crowd, that they can't become that, but like, you almost feel like you'd feel bad at watching a bunch of 50-plus-year-olds doing this to each other.
You definitely think that coming in, but
like you feel the same uncomfortable awkwardness as you did 20 fucking years ago.
Absolutely. Well, and it's like they're I was gonna say they're all like goofy boyish stunts, and to a point they are, but they're extreme. They're extremely boyish to like. They're ideas that you would have as a kid that you'd be like, I don't want to do that, I'm gonna get hurt. But then they do them.
Yeah. There's a level of like boyish dumb, I'm gonna hurt myself because it's funny, and then there's also a level of that's the grossest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And there's also a level of like mind fuck that's like, you guys are fucking wild.
Wild boys.
And yeah, well, speaking of wild boys, who's up next on the
we haven't even done any of these
on the characters.
Yeah, so we'll go through them.
Can I try one of your signature moves?
Drink?
No, fucking people know the characters, they've seen it.
They do. Pretty good. Whoa. I wonder if I have high blood pressure. My ears are ringing.
Does that mean high blood pressure?
I think. Hypertension?
I'm
going to forget about it, and maybe it'll be fine in like 50 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Johnny Knoxville, guys. That's what we originally were talking about.
Did we even show it yet?
None of them. No.
Okay. Well,
this is what we were trying to say. This is a couple years old. This is probably from when he did fucking The Ringer, I would imagine. So this is probably like 10 years old from the right.
You think that is?
Yeah.
Well, that's not a very good before and after that we got from the website.
We're a couple of novices.
Gosh dang it. The new Johnny Knoxville looks the exact same in the face on the right, just with white hair.
Yeah.
And he looks perfectly fine.
He looks great.
Like, he does not look... Like, the hair makes him look old, but he just handles it real well.
He does.
Who do we got below him?
Chris Pontius. But before we move on to Chris,
sure.
So I don't know if you guys, maybe you've kept up on the news a little bit. There was a report of Johnny Knoxville having blood on his brain, like from a bull incident.
Yeah.
That is from this movie and not Jackass 3D. Or is that 2? It's not from the previous Jackass. We'll say it that way.
Yeah, and good point.
This one is fucked. And they touch on it like pretty lightly.
Yeah, and so I only knew this because, and I talked with Tim in the theater about this, where I was like, I heard an interview where he said he would never work with bulls again because he got hit so hard that he started snoring from his concussion. And I thought that was previous, and then it's not. It's this fucking.
It's definitely
movie.
This one,
and it is fucking brutal. Which, to a testament, in a clip they show in this movie, the same stunt is done like 17 years earlier.
Yeah, from like second or third movie.
And he walks off with a cigarette in his lips laughing.
It is almost the exact same hit.
Same
like they do a side by side. Like
same
in the
spot
movie.
in the pin also.
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
But I think he hits his neck a little harder in the current flick.
And they slow it down. They slow it down.
Yeah. Oh, the slow motion in this movie is great too.
So
I think they
good.
did that in the third one also, the slow mo shots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all great.
It's all great.
It's all great.
Who do we got below
we got
Johnny?
Chrissy P here.
Big Chrissy P fan.
Love Chris Pontius. Party Boy, come on.
Party Boy, Wild Boys was really fun.
Wild Boys is great.
Wild Boys was not, to me, Viva La Bam. It's interesting because you're totally right in that Bam was not that integral.
There you go.
Integral.
Mm-hmm.
Integrous.
Mm-hmm.
In Jackass, but his like ambiance was important to that cast. Oh, me too.
Yeah.
His fucking show though, Viva La Bam, was like the dream. You build a castle and like make a skate park and have your friends there. Wild Boys was fun. It was great. Chris Pontius is wonderful.
Have you seen his cribs? Sorry to interject.
Fuck, I'd like to think I have, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
He like shows off his like 1998 like Ford Ranger, and he has all his G-strings in the back, and like he doesn't have a house. He's like parked at like a pier. Like, this is kind of where I live, and I've got all my G-strings, and I got a guitar, and he like sings him a song. He's like, all right, get the, you know what they do on cribs, like get the fuck out of here, go on, go.
Yeah.
Like, Chris, we're on public property.
Chris is another thing in that interview I watched was Johnny Knoxville didn't ever want to be the penis guy, and
Was there a lot of cock in this, sir?
Chris Pontius is always down to be the penis guy, and dude's got a solid flaccid wiener to where it's real malleable.
It makes me sad. He's got a healthy ham on him.
It makes you sad?
Well, yeah, because like I got an innie. Like comparatively,
they do so many fucking spoofs with his ding dong.
Yeah,
it's wild.
It's the opening.
This is going to be a big spoiler, so if you don't want to know spoilers about Chris Pontius's penis, right at the beginning, Godzilla battles the other kaiju, the snapping turtle of Gunai-Jiguni, and
I thought that was a fake turtle at first.
Literally lets a snapping turtle bite his dingle daddler.
Yeah, like aggressively.
So I think what Tim's saying when he said is that if a snapping turtle would have bit our dingle daddlers, we wouldn't have one.
Exactly.
But he has enough dingle daddler for it to get bitten. He can move on.
He can move on the next day, the very next day. He died instantly the next day.
Chris is great in this. His clips are phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, a minor little thing was there was a stretch in this movie where I was like, "There's not enough Chris in this right now."
Oh, I mean, he's my favorite Jackass.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah.
Because he's like he's in and out. Like he's not like the most like foregoing one, but I love a good dick joke, and he does all the dick stuff.
I wonder if he gets out of a lot of the fucky hurt you ones with doing like, I'll let something bite or sting my penis.
Probably. And there are some bitings and there are some stings. There's some bee penis stuff that happens.
Oh,
there's a
fuck.
tarantula that comes close to some stuff and some things. There's scorpion Botox.
Yeah, there's one lady in this whole movie, and she does a great job.
She did a great job. I wish they would have gave her a little bit more things.
Yeah.
Which, you know what sucks about like a show like this?
What?
Is I'm sure that there are so many scenes that got cut.
Yeah.
And wouldn't that just break your dick into two pieces if you're like, I did that and it's not making the film?
A little bit of the credits is just like funny shit, but not like,
Yeah.
You got to take the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
So
hopefully there's like a cool Blu-ray with bonus features so those scenes that got cut live on, because
a cool Blu-ray,
DVD, whatever you want to call it,
a cool digital
physical
download.
DVD.
Who do we got underneath Chris here?
Oh, yeah, we're slow to go today. Oh wait, that's why I bought these monitors. The man of the Wii.
Wee Man.
Yeah. He was pretty good. Ultimate Wedgie, fantastic.
Fucking great.
Really cool.
The talking about people aging, dude looks great.
Mm-hmm.
He has a really funny scene. Spoiler. I know we were supposed to go into like direct specifics, but he has a scene where he's on his back in a Speedo and he's got half chub for sure. It's got to be half chub.
Oh, yeah.
Well, for him, would it be quarter chub, 1/8 chub?
I think 16th.
1/16 chub.
Yeah. If you can read the tape.
Fucking Johnny's in the back. Wee Man spread eagle with his arms and legs tied behind his back. And Johnny's like, what do you got in there? What do you got in your Speedo? And Wee Man, even though he's scared, he's like, fuck you, dude. This is me. This is all me. This is all me. Johnny runs up to him and pinches his wiener daddle. And sure as cock, it's real cock.
He's like, oh, it is all him.
Oh, that's him. He's like, oh, he's pitching trout for this fucking.
It's fucking beautiful.
He's great in this. His reactions are always really fun.
Oh, yeah. They do.
Him and Preston Lacey have a really fun little, like, they're kind of the two that do.
Oh, yeah. They're like Jackass
Ahas.
friends. Yeah. Because they did like the Big and Little in like the MTV series where they would like both wear tidy whities and like a wife beater and run around.
Yeah.
You get back here. Where are you
going?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they do like musical chairs. But like everyone has a chair. But the last one is the last person to sit down is supposed to get like shot into the atmosphere.
Fuck.
Dude, it does stress you out. Because they do it like
Johnny kills that.
One of the people, I think it's one of the new guys, one of the young boys is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so how many times are we doing this? And I think he's like, it's a one and done, fellas. It's a one and done.
Yeah, and that's kind of like a behind the scenes where he's like, how many takes are we looking for? And Johnny's like, this is a one and doneer.
It's a one shooter.
Yeah.
And
this is a one
they do
shot.
it like 4 times. Like they sit down and they're like, all right, do
And
it again.
it's Johnny running the musical chairs, and he's like, let's go again. And it's like, fuck.
Everyone's like literally shaking.
Dude, Danger Aaron shakes are so.
Dude.
That's how you know how fucking pissed scared they are.
Yeah.
Danger Aaron and everything is just fucking. All right, let's fucking do the thing.
Dude, Danger Aaron is kind of the star of the show.
Fucking gets.
And it's dumb that I didn't pull a picture of him, but
well, we had a hard time
really find one.
We had a hard time finding Danger Aaron and Dave England.
Yeah,
but Danger Aaron looks a little haggard, not like fucked up haggard, but he just looks a little bit like he's been through the ringer.
Yeah.
Whereas like Dave just looks like an older version of Dave. Danger
Yeah.
looks a little bit like he's seen some shit. Who do we got below Wee Man?
I think we got one more. We didn't pull Preston. Oh, we couldn't find a Preston either.
Couldn't find Preston. I will say, for being 400 pounds and 50 years old, doesn't look. He doesn't look great, but he looks kind of the same.
He had some great fucking scenes too.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious in this. Steve-O!
Yeah, Steve.
How could we forget
Oh,
him?
damn it. I guess I could just show you really quick. I put his mic in there. Because Steve-O does pseudo stand-up now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a I don't know. I love comedy. So
You do.
I love it a lot. So when he calls it comedy, I'm like, it's not really. Like, I've bought 2 of his specials, and they're not really what you sign up for. I'm not trying to shit on Steve here.
Sure.
But that's not really what I call stand-up. So yeah, Steve-O is in there. He's a stand-up comic, if you want to call him that. Good for him. He's shaking and moving. He's saving dogs.
Yeah.
He is telling SeaWorld to go fuck themselves. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Do you, brother? Let's get on to the old bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Real quick about Steve-O.
Yeah.
I think he has a podcast out of his van.
He does.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fun.
Is it just funny that it's in his van? Like, I'm sure.
So he travels.
Okay.
And he travels around, and then I don't know. I've watched a couple episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not the authority on if it's a good one or not. I'm sure it's fine. I think he did a Pontius episode, which I listened to fucking 4 years ago.
Yeah,
which
that'd be
fun.
a fun one.
Yeah. This to me is cramped. So I couldn't imagine doing a full-fledged with Pontius, it's your boy, so it probably doesn't matter, but you get some names in there.
Yeah, and
the van is half of this size.
yeah.
And it might look kind of big, but it's not at all. It's not big at all.
It's a massive studio.
Yeah, Swiss Queef Studios.
Swiss
If you're
Queef
ever wondering what I'm
Studios.
saying, it's Swiss Queef Studios.
Swiss Queef Studios. I use Tim's Netflix, and that is the title for myself when I have to go pick flicks. Tim Grace. Oh, Swiss Queef. That's me.
Yeah.
Steve-O is really well known because he was big on the drugs and alcohol, and then he stopped them both, but also continued to be funny and do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the next gentleman we're going to talk to gets a little bit sad and was supposed to be in the film and almost did. But who are we talking about next here?
We're going to talk about Bam Margera here.
Bam.
Yeah. So in the short, he could not commit to being sober for the film, which a lot of people were like, none of you fucking idiots have been sober for the majority of filming. Which I guess is semi-true.
I think if you look at where Jackass is now to where it was 25 years ago, people grew up and I think the other people who were probably boozing and drinking and having fun knew how to separate that lifestyle versus we're working and we're also professionals and let's respect what we do a little bit.
I think that's a big part of it. Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, he was in this for a little bit. It's not in the movie. He's not. Spoiler.
He was in filming though.
But he started filming and real quickly found out that he was still using.
Yeah.
And when I say using, I think Bam's drug of choice has been cocaine.
I think mostly it's hard alcohol and wine. But I think cocaine gets thrown in there.
I think he's got the powder a lot.
Yeah.
And you never once pay for drugs, do we, Cox?
Can't you smell it? But yeah, I think you're onto something there with the first 3, everyone's a fucking degenerate. But that's kind of the cosmos of what it is.
They were in their 20s
They're
and
all
early
pieces
30s.
of shit, so no one is.
Right. Well said.
But now
really well said.
everyone's pretty clean, so now you are.
Well,
Well, in the eyes of the person that's giving them insurance to shoot the film.
My guess on that is you're it's so fucking well said that everyone was a piece of shit, so you're not.
Yeah.
Been there, felt that.
Yesterday for me.
2022 was a great year.
Oh man, 2011, different story.
But
for me, not you.
We weren't movie stars, and we figured out real quick that probably
Man.
wasn't the way to go.
I've been a star of nothing. This is it, boys.
Hey,
girls.
You're the star of my heart, brother.
You should go to the doctor.
He told me you got something in your heart. And I was like, it's probably Tim. He's like, nope, get out of here. So
Dude, this part of my hand has been numb for like a month.
Oh, that's easy
I
fix
think
for
it's
that.
part of you in my heart. Half of that's true.
Half in a bag.
Half in a bag, dude. Sorry.
The rest of that is actually HIV. But
I think it's Crohn's because my asshole's numb too.
Full numb?
No, I mean it's just really bloody.
Because you could get to hands free if it's fully numb.
Oh, I got a bidet. It's pretty hands free.
Fuck. Okay, let me square it up here a little bit. I think the crux of and what you said was really well said, that if everyone was an asshole, so they were assholes. But
yep.
I think
I stole that from the Incredibles, but
no, you just did it now on the spot. It's
all
beautiful. Right. I think the problem is that, like, I'm sure some of these guys in some capacity still party to an extent. I'm not saying it's the same as when they were 20. I think the issue is that BAM can't function without partying to that level.
Yeah.
Whereas now they can disassociate we're making a project, we're making a film, we're working.
Yeah.
Partying is different than that, where BAM has not been able to disassociate. The partying and work are not the same thing anymore.
Totally, which hits home to me because I've never done one of these sober. But no, Bam's pretty fucked. I don't know. He legitimately called out, or not called out Dr. Phil. He called Dr. Phil because he said he was the only person that could help him. And I forget the entire name. He made his own alphabet, folks. And if you haven't seen it, maybe future Tim will be kind enough to link it in the show notes in the description there. But it's called, I want to say he says it's Latvian Strigoi. It's definitely something Strigoi. And if you're a fan of the FX channel, those are the vampires in, fuck, I just had the name of the show in my head. I don't remember the name of the show now.
I don't know off the top of my head.
It's the name of a fucking shitty TV show, like a villain, Strigoi. I want to say See There, but that's a bad dad rock band. Moving on, I don't remember. Anyway, it's awful, and Dr. Phil pretty much tells him, hey, buddy, buck up. It's very trash TV. Ape is on there. April, if you don't know who I'm talking about when I say Ape.
His mom, who I feel like is genuine when she talks about the worry at this point, but like it's also
terrifying.
Like yeah, but like at the same point, he was the same guy 15 years earlier, where like she had to be the butt of the jokes, and now you're looking at your kid who's 47 years old, and it's not so ha ha ha. Yeah. He still has the BAM castle with all the people coming over, and
well,
the
that's
drugs.
also the problem too. Not to interject here, but he still owns Castle BAM.
Yeah,
and he gave out the password to like every fucking junkie in town to go skate, but then they just started squatting there. So it's like a real problem at Castle BAM.
It's just a bummer that like he was never able to grow from like, he had fame thrusted upon him in the space of 6 years, and then was riding that out for another 6 years.
Was it even 6?
I bet it was. I'm saying from the space of like him skateboarding. So even before Jackass, doing well, and then the fame of Jackass, and then say he did, BAM for 3 or 4 years, he was still in the limelight a couple years after that.
Sorry to interject. You can keep talking. We never showed the picture of BAM.
I'm guessing on the time frames, but he obviously
you're looking like Phil, dog.
Yeah, he's looking like Phil, and
God bless Phil though too,
dude. Just wore it all on the chin.
He was BAM's accountant.
Is that right?
I think it might still be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could have found a fucking better picture than the one on the left, because that doesn't really do Prime BAM any justice at all.
Well, if anything, it does new BAM more justice, and it's still not good.
Yeah, very well said. I think the crux of what we're getting at is that like this movie to me would have felt better if Bam was in a space where he could have at least participated.
Totally.
Even if he was never great in
the other ones,
Jackass before, like, but kind of like what I was saying earlier, his presence within that crew was, you know, it was important. You know, he was part of the thing.
He was huge.
He was huge, and you know, like what you're saying with Viva La Bam is like Viva La Bam was. Fuck, I watched that shit all the time on MTV, 3:30 after school.
Well, I think that's the difference too. Is that was like, it's like when you go to your buddy's house and like at your house, he's like, I guess I'll say complicit for lack of a better term. Like you're calling the shots.
Yeah.
That was like Jackass, like where Johnny Knoxville's calling the shots, but Viva La Bam,
Right.
that's his fucking house. He's calling the shots. So there's definitely like a hierarchy there.
Well, even and that's a really good point. Is that in Viva La Bam he was able to?
He's the guy. He's the dude.
Yeah, it was his.
Which I did watch. Sorry to interject.
No.
Drink.
No.
I watched the bonus features online
Of Viva La Bam.
legally, and there was a question that was posed. It was like was Viva La Bam real? And I was like, oh, that's a good question because. Like bulldozing shit and making forts and murdering Don Vito's cars and shit. And his answer was, it was as real as it was as real as it could be. Like so, like the first like 2 seasons, or maybe not even 2 seasons. He has a legitimate answer. Maybe it's the first season. He's like, that's fucking super real. And then from there on, it's as real as it could be.
It's a little
like,
scripted.
If you, well, not scripted. It's just like if you come home and like the door's open and there's a bulldozer in the driveway, you know some shit's gonna be fucking not the way you want it to be.
Dude, there's this episode where there's an alligator in the kitchen with April.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it? No, I don't know,
like,
man.
all the shit happened, but like they knew shit wasn't gonna be right when they walked in the door. Is what I'm saying. Like they
Totally.
weren't on the secret, but they knew that shit was gonna be fucked up.
You kind of know, and actually, you see a really good level of that in this movie, especially with like Danger and Dave, where like, why are we the only ones in the fucking room here? And then like the lights go off and crazy shit happens.
I almost felt a little sad with that one.
Dude,
that one is the only one that made me feel like this is a little fucky.
Dave and Danger in this one feel like they're just the funny fucking. They do great, by the way, in terms of like doing crazy, funny, hilarious shit. But there is one in particular that I had to make sure we talked about. So again, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but there's a whole pitch of Danger Aaron getting hit in the balls.
Oh,
and it was
it's a cup test.
So he gets the first one, I believe, is he gets hit in the nuts by the #1 heavyweight in the UFC,
which he's told is a lightweight.
He's told it's a lightweight. Like that
hilarious.
would have been that much better. Like, true, sure, but like you're getting punched in the nuts. It's surprising that you'd be, which is fucking gnarly. He gets the fastest fast pitch softball player to throw him in the nuts,
which I'm surprised with her aim. Like she's fucking. I mean, I don't know softball, and I don't know anything that women do, but.
But the fucking coup de grace, folks, is he has his fucking best friend on the show, Dave England, pogo stick.
Which almost seems like an afterthought. Like they're like, well, we already did all these cup tests. Why don't you get Dave up there with the pogo? And like even as like the producers had to think about like, you know what a pogo stick is? Like it sticks. Like it goes up and it goes fucking down. And it stay like a softball, it's gonna hit and then be done. A pogo stick, like all that force is going right on that cup-a-rooney dune.
It's
bad.
It's doing the same thing it did. This was the most uncomfortable I've ever seen with, and they fuck with your balls all day long, which is perfectly fine. They fucking take a pogo stick. And he's wearing a cup, but like your balls can drop and leak a little bit.
Yeah.
And he takes.
What did he say? You're ham hawking. He had a word for it that I was like, yeah, he totally is. They say something kitschy that I thought was cute. I don't remember what they say now.
Perfectly remember, but if a fucking pogo stick catches you, even in the vicinity of your ball sack, you're splitting an entire.
Yeah,
like, dude, that was the that. There's a lot of gaggy, fucky shit in this movie. The fact that you were gonna pogo stick your ball sack was like that was I had to like I could not watch that one and be perfectly
Yeah, it's
fine.
pretty gnarly.
And he split sack. Like he bled his sack open. But I'm like, dude, your sack's a real confined thing. If you pogo hard enough right there, you're popping something.
That's
fucked. Anyway,
Yeah.
I had to get that mention out. Bam Margera's on drugs.
Yeah. Latvian Strigoi? I don't remember now.
I don't remember the
It's
language.
definitely Strigoi something. It is fucked. YouTube BAM language, and you'll see how fucking sad it is.
It is sad. That's a good word for it. It's just sad.
It bums you out.
And then he also got pissed off because like he was on it to start.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
His whole thing in the movie is he had to be clean and sober.
Yeah.
And obviously that
And then
didn't
there's
work.
some Novak stuff, because like Novak's off heroin, and
Oh shit.
yeah, and like Bam talks a bunch of shit about Novak, and it's a whole string of delightful garbage. If you want to get into it, I mean, it's pretty easy to gaggle, but
Yeah.
we're not going to get into all the. I mean, we're a pretty big show. I don't want to, talk
Right.
shit on
Right.
all the guys I grew up with and
Right.
the Jackass crew.
Right.
But
Well, God damn it.
yeah. Well, I was thinking, cheese. So I guess we should talk about the new kids on the block.
Yeah.
What's his name? Zach Holmes? Zach Holmes?
Zach Holmes is the big boy.
Yeah, big boy. Very fun. I love cock tattoo, Jackass tattoo. A lot of pretty fun stuff.
It's I Heart Fat Cock.
Oh, even better. Man
Right
after-
on his where a tramp stamp.
Yeah,
would
there
be.
you go. Man after my own cock.
Oh. The female's name was Rachel, something or other.
Who didn't get a lot of screen time?
Should
Which
have.
we played a little bit earlier.
Did we?
In the program. Sorry, I got heartburn. I had fucking 7-Eleven for lunch and 18 beers for dinner.
Hey, what's the best 7-Eleven taquito?
That'd be the chicken Monterey.
He's right. It is the best
It
one.
is. And if you like, if you're a hot dog man, 7-Eleven has a contract with Oscar Mayer, and they're all beef franks, and they also have free chili and cheese.
Is there a big boy and a buffalo boy?
There's a hamburger dog that looks like your dad's dick that shriveled up.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like kind of square. It's gluttonous is what it is.
Why don't you tell us real quick though about the I forget his name. There's a new black cast member that has his dad on. Dark Shark.
Dark Shark. I mean, what do you want to know?
Did you enjoy him on the film?
Well, I feel like I wish I remember the kid's name now, but his pops fucking his pops is gonna get a lot more of the spotlight than boy is gonna get.
Yep.
Dude.
Yep.
Dude hates spiders, like dude's dad. What did you just say? I can't even remember. Fat Shark? Pop Shark?
Dark Shark.
Dark Shark, which feels racist, but they said it. I didn't. Yeah, they do like a spider bit, and yeah, it's fucking so funny. I don't really hate spiders. I just kill them.
I don't think I would like a tarantula with full fangs in my face.
Not a full fanger in my face.
Interesting point about that. Spoilers again. I don't know how many fucking spoiler tags we have to put in here, but
yeah, don't watch this. It's a little late in the zone.
There's actually good drama in that scene because it goes all the way towards Danger Aaron and then it changes pace,
and then
it sits in his thing, and then like Johnny comes in and just like picks it up.
Yeah, like no problem.
Do you remember whose nipple they have it to eat after?
Danger Aaron, yeah.
Yeah, because he lost, even though he didn't. Dude, Danger's been in this for fucking 25 years, and he's still just like the funny footman.
He literally is the star of this movie.
You know,
he does all the shit.
He's my all-time favorite Jackass sketch.
Really?
Yeah, the terrorist.
Oh, the pubes
with the guy from yes, that's my favorite sketch, and I forgot those pubes the whole time. He thinks he's getting fucking taken by a terrorist, and legitimately thinks he is.
Yeah, that's a good sketch.
There's another good one in this one.
I would hate to be friends with any of these guys.
Well,
I don't know, dude.
I think you'd like it.
If I had to do
I think you'd
with
mostly
them,
like it.
It'd be fucking terrifying.
The whole time.
It'd be so scary.
Yeah, nice paycheck. None of them died.
I don't know, dude. Maybe now. Maybe if I grew up with him and we did one, but not the first one. Or like for the show, no. Oh, interesting enough, Big Brother is where all this stems from. Jeff Tremaine, Skateboarding Magazine. Rob Dyrdek was part of Big Brother. And Rob Dyrdek does a little cameo in this. Kind of fun.
a few cameos in this that are kind of sporadic, and
he was part of this this culture before it was Jackass. On Hulu. I think it's called Making Big Brother.
Oh, nice!
Really great documentary.
Making Big Brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really
so
fun
basically,
to watch.
fucking Big Brother is Jeff Tremaine, and Johnny Knoxville like applies to be in an article for Big Brother, which is like a skateboarding like we're assholes kind of fucking thing.
Oh shit!
Yeah, really interesting. And Johnny Knoxville gets like tased and then describes how being tased is.
Yeah,
and then he's just kind of a staple of Big Brother.
Wow.
And then Jeff Tremaine's like, I think we could fucking. Well, I'm jumping really far ahead.
Sure.
This was a couple years. And then who's the guy that owned Hustler? Fucking.
A diva is a female version of a hustler. Of a hustler.
Woody Harrelson did a movie about it. The People vs. Flint. What's his name now? I want to say Randy Flint. That's not right. Anyway, he bought the magazine and was like, this shit is even wild for me as a pornographer. So we're going to have to all let you go. So then he found Bam Margera and his CKY crew, which is a little weird because CKY is his brother's band, but they made CKY videos. Yes, Chase?
Well, no, these are great points that I forgot. Bam's brother was a part of CKY. Was Bam a part of CKY before?
No.
But CKY also did Goofy videos, right?
That's where it gets weird. It's like he took the name of his brother's band to make like goofy fucking movies, like with his boys that were about skating, and CKY was featured in the videos
as doing the music for the skate videos.
Yeah. It was like the music that backed. Right.
Oh shit!
So Jeff Tremaine was like, "Holy shit, this guy is like doing what we're doing over here. Let's meld them together." So the first season is like Jeff Tremaine shit. And then he found Bam and was like, do you have footage? He's like, I have a fucking bunch of footage. And by you, I mean Bam. So he took Bam footage and he took his own footage and they made season 1 of Jackass.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Is Finding Big Brother or Making Big Brother? It's on Hulu, or it was like 6 months ago. It's really interesting.
And it's on Hulu, or it was?
It was on Hulu.
Making Big Brother.
I believe so.
Definitely gonna fucking watch that.
It's
That's
really
great.
good.
Tim, great fucking calls with the Bam and the CK.
The whole CKY thing is very confusing to me though, because
it was a band.
It's his brother's band, Jesse. Yeah.
Now
Jesse
now that you're saying that, I get that. And for some reason in my head, it was like,
well, because they did
a
CKY
competitive
videos.
spoof video, right?
Yeah,
it was like a competitive, goofy video thing. Not competitive, but like they were doing the same thing.
Well, like skate videos at that time. Well, they kind of pioneered the like, we're gonna have skating, but we're also gonna have bits.
And it's going to be produced fairly well with like music with it and sort of.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was produced. I mean, it was super watchable and like funny, but it was like if you and I knew how to split VHS tapes like between skateboarding and like, hey, I'm gonna fucking put you in a shopping cart, and throw you in a bush, with my brother's band backing all of it. Yeah, it's like that, you know.
Damn.
Yeah,
it was a good point we got to this because I didn't realize any of that. Do you know if his brother Jesse was older or younger?
I believe older.
Not that it matters too much.
Yeah.
And he's a band member.
I don't think CKY is a band anymore.
But was.
Oh, speaking of bands, if you like him, you better start patting fucking Bam on the back because
the wings of a butterfly, if only
you, my friend out there, would not know him if Bam didn't like him.
Isn't his logo
or the 69? That's also fucking confusing.
Eerily similar to him's logo.
It is not eerily similar. It is the Bam. It is the him logo.
It's that heart with like a triangle through it or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Baba Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush.
Hey, before we get into our 3 R's and we close this guy out, there's one other newbie that I wanted to mention just because we both really liked him. Poopy. I think it's just Poopy. Poopies.
Which is, I was like, when I read it on screen, I was like, Poopies? And then fucking Johnny Knoxville is like, hey, Poopies. I'm like, okay, now I get why Poopies is funny because that's just hilarious. It's not Poop, which your brother had a buddy named Poop. He was a drummer for one of the bands or a friend of one of his bands. Poop.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I forget a lot of stuff. I remember dumb shit.
Jake,
Poopies.
Remind us of all of your bandmates. Poop. That sounds. You're totally right.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never ever.
A handful of times.
Fuck.
I met him earlier today. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But Poopies is
Poopies
like,
is funny.
You feel like it's a long name to call somebody, but then when he's like, Poopies, fucking do it again. It's like the funniest shit to call someone like plural poop.
Yeah.
Poopies.
And I think Tim and I were like, this guy looks fucking eerily similar. And we haven't even looked this up yet. But Poopies looks like a younger Jeff Tremaine.
He looks like a love baby of
He looks like a son of like Jeff and like Dave England's kid or some shit.
Totally.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to make a point to not go into every fucking hilarious, laugh out loud, spit your guts out, jizz in your pants moment of this movie, because you need to go and watch it and enjoy it yourself.
And you should see it in a theater.
Yeah.
You really should.
You're going to have a good time regardless of where you watch it, but you're going to have a better time if you do watch it in the theater.
If you can see it on MLK, do that.
What?
Boulevard.
Right. This movie, there was, I don't know, 9 people in the theater.
And no fat on this flick either.
No. Oh, no.
It's great.
It's a good point. No, you're totally right. This jumps right into being Jackass. Like there's there's no filler, dumb stuff. Anyway, highly recommend checking this out in theaters near you. Great film.
Awesome film.
You got anything you want to say before I jump into my RR&R?
No, I think that's
about
R&R. Ending is great. They do like a little side by side. A little shout out to Ryan Dunn, which was like fucking super touching. You said Rab himself is credited in this. I think he was just in the end. Like I think he just had like a little like behind the camera, like you guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was trying to find a trivia question for us.
Oh, speaking of trivia, it's gonna get weird because your boy had a bunch of afternoon beers and wasn't paying attention. So we're flying off the cuff.
Well,
with the
and to give afternoon beers a little bit of credit, they're great.
Afternoon beers. Yeah.
No, what I mean is that we were 3/4 of the way through the movie, which was so intensely fun to be just like in the moment with. That Tim's like, have you thought at all about trivia? I was like, motherfucker, not even a fucking second. So I'm gonna come up with a few, and Tim will try and think of something, but
I'll pull some bullshit. But I mean, this is also like a there's no like plot line, so it's like, how much does Preston Lacey weigh?
Right,
which isn't covered. Like I don't know. I have no. I'm surprised I asked you, like, do you know anything? I'm like, just thought of 3. Like how? Like what the fuck?
I got 3.
Mine are going to be garbage.
I got 3. 2 I think you'll know. 1 I think you will not know.
Mine are going to be, what do they say in the textbooks? Retarded.
I think now it's pronounced.
Oh, that was gross.
Holy shit.
That was Jackass.
Jackass!
I was playing Jackass. That was Vicky.
Okay, let me get into it.
3 hours. Hit him.
So I'm gonna do rating last because that's like the coolest one. So, my rewatchability on this is very fucking high. Like if a Jackass is on and I'm not invested in watching something else, I'm gonna watch a Jackass. They're fun. Each one's a pretty quick hitter. You're not invested that quickly into what's going on to where you can just focus in on the cool, funny thing that's happening right now. Rewatchability is through the roof. And that's with any Jackass. I don't see them all the time, but I promise you, if a Jackass was on, I'm not changing it to go watch a fucking episode of Alias.
SVU. Alias.
So for me, my rewatchability is through the roof. I could watch out of a year, I could watch this movie 8 times in 1 year. Easily. Yeah. And even the other 2 that I think are got to be a little bit, this one's time is not long. And Tim and I's version of a long movie is a little bit different, but it's also short. A little bit similar. Would it end up being at 1 hour and 40?
I think it was just under 1 hour and 50.
Just under 1 hour and 50.
Just under. It was 1 hour 47.
Short of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Anytime you were to flick this on, no matter what point of the movie you flick it on, it's at a new fun part of the movie because it hasn't happened yet, and there isn't anything you need to know beforehand other than they're doing goofs. Rewatchability is through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
8 times in a year. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Recommendations? This one's always funny. Would I recommend this movie? Yes, 10,000 fucking % I would recommend this movie. Would I recommend this movie to my mom?
Yeah, your mom? Maybe. Sorry, I stepped on you there.
Baby Lisa, you need to open up your eyes and start learning about different forms of media. I love you. Thank you.
MP4s.
Would I recommend this to my dad? Why'd you move? Why don't you love me?
I'm gonna send him an email with this video file.
Recommendations are oftentimes with us. It's yes, I would recommend it with a caveat. If you're my dad who only watches 1942 World War II movies, you're probably not going to like it, but give it a fucking chance. I think you're going to like it.
Yeah.
This is a high. I would recommend this one to everybody.
It was a hitter, dude.
My rating. Oh, boy, this was tough. This was fucking tough.
I know, because you don't want to go fucking 12, but you don't want to go 7.
We go out of 10, and
Right.
we don't subdo categories, right? So we're like Brink was a fucking solid 8.
I know, which
It's still true.
love the Brink.
It's
But,
still true.
but on the scale of things, it makes doing other things hard.
If Tim and I are going to continue doing this, there's almost like a
Subscale.
ranking within the genre,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But this one is easily, with no shot of a doubt, the way I felt in the theater, the way I felt leaving the theater, the way I feel now talking about it 4 hours later, this is a solid 9 out of 10.
Oh, I was going right there with you, buddy boy. Goody, dude.
The only reason that this does not hit a 10 for me, and this is very subjective, is that I felt like they could have twisted my heartstrings a little bit more. I felt like the Chris Dunn and the Bam stuff could have been, and by the way, there's no spoilers. There's no Bam stuff.
Which
I felt
think
like
is smart, kind of.
and Tim said this coming out of the theater, and I agree, but I feel like there's a really adorable way to approach that somehow, and I don't know how because I'm not making the movie.
Yeah.
And even the Chris Dunn stuff could have been
Ryan
Dunn, excuse me. Drink. Could have been done maybe just a tad bit more. And then my final thing, and these are minor fucking critiques because this movie is great, is that Chris Pontius and Steve-O could have had a little bit more camera time.
Yeah, Steven didn't have a lot of screen time.
So
He really didn't.
my recommendation is yes. My rewatchability is high, and my ranking is a very solid 9 out of 10. Tim, laid on me.
I'm a bit of a reader. Not a reader, a reader.
No, you're not.
So I'm going to need you to say those audibly for me so I get them in a list. Rating first?
No. Do your rating last.
What's my first one?
Start with your rewatchability.
Start rewatchability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's high. It's a high one. See, what's fun about this is like I don't do a whole lot of entertaining anymore, but you could literally have this on at a party. And I've actually done this with Jackass 2 and Jackass 3. I just like have it on like in the living room. It was like music going.
It's a great idea.
And it's just like, oh fuck. There's a fat guy chasing a little guy. Like, how fun is that?
Oh,
you don't need context. You don't need to hear them being like, "Hey, get here!"
Right.
You don't need any of that. It's just fucking fun. Like, you don't need sound for a guy jumping in a ceiling fan.
Great point.
It's just like a fucking fun time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, dude, I could. This could just be like my screensaver.
Yeah.
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 It's perfect.
Each one's different.
Yeah. No, and the amount that they put in, like, I'm not even kidding. Every Jackass intro is its own thing. Like, the first one, the shopping cart. The second one, I think, is like a ball down a hill. Fucking awesome. The third one, I don't recall off the top of my head. But this one with Godzilla cock, fucking... The production, like, alone. And then they let you, like, peek in the window of, like, oh, I'm fucking sick of sitting like this. Like, so great.
I think 3D was the running of the bulls, by the way.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Very good. Very good. You're no Jackass in my book, brother.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, very high. Out of a year, like, that's tough.
How many times could you watch this?
Well, there's a caveat to that.
Realistically.
Well,
realistically.
I'm a bit of a JOO. Am I buying this or do I own this? Like, am I renting it?
Half the year you own it, half the year you don't. I mean, either or. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it's different
if I owned,
I don't.
Okay, if I owned whatever copy, if it's physical or digital, what the fuck ever, it would be, yeah, I'd give you 8. Sure.
8 times in the year.
If I'm renting it, 3. But it's also, when I'm renting it, it's like an occasional thing.
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
because Grace isn't going to want to do that.
Really?
Not 3 times. She'll do it once, maybe.
What about your recommendations?
Thank you. This is what I need. This is what I need out of you. I'm like R's. Pirates? Recommendation. Similar to you.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do snippets with Pops. Mom, well, a lot of cock for Mom. Maybe a little too much cock. I was trying to recommend.
I mean, you talk a lot about cock with your mom in the last episode.
Yeah, that doesn't mean she wants to see it.
Fair play.
Also, if you're listening to this, Mom, I'm very surprised how much you you took my filth mouth. You did good work.
Did great, Lori.
You did great, Lori. Great, Lori. I guess that made sense. Great work, Lori.
So,
go on now.
oh, I'm sorry. I tried to.
Are we still recording? Shit. So yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone our age or above 18, perhaps younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I just for a sec?
18.
Interestingly, you say 18 because this shit's gonna seem real fucking like you might not know of. I'm sure you've heard of it, but if you're 18, you weren't really raised with like Jackass at all.
You know of it, I imagine.
I'm sure you know of it, but if you're 18 right now,
You didn't watch the show,
You weren't
probably.
even there when like the second one fucking came out.
You don't know Viva La Bee. You don't know.
You don't even know about wild bees.
Oh, Dom Vito dead, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah. Well, not super surprising.
I guess
but,
I shouldn't sound surprised. I was kind of surprised Preston Lacey wasn't.
yeah.
Sorry, it's your moment. So Tim's rewatchability is through the roof. He's saying with me.
Yep.
His recommendations is very similar.
Yeah. Yeah. People my age, our age. I mean, our Google statistics show that 18 to 35 is our demo. So if you're watching this, go fucking watch it. Pretty good time. What's the last one now?
I'm dying to hear your rating.
Rating
out of 10, baby.
Yo, baby boy. I'm going 9.5.
Hey! That's your highest of the year so far.
Yeah, which I think I'm blowing my wad a little bit, but I have never, literally never had this much fun in a theater. I mean, was it because the bar was so close to the theater? I don't know. Was it because the bar was so close to the bathroom that was so close to the theater? I don't know. Was it because there was a table for my beer that was close to the bar, that was close to the bathroom, that was close to the headset? I don't know. But it was a fucking great time. It felt like this movie, it's like not a movie. It's like fucking, have you seen Wild America by chance? Anybody out there in the zeitgeist? It's like you went to go watch your buddy's fucking thing. So like there's no plot. There's like no ruining the movie. Like you can be like, oh my God, holy fuck. You can like laugh out loud and like not interrupt what's happening. Like that's why it was made. That's why it's there. So there's like, you can embellish your feelings while you're watching it. And it just made it a very fun experience for me because, I try to not be an asshole in a theater. I try to not talk and stuff, but this almost like it makes you want to act that way. That's like the point of it a little bit, is to be like, holy fuck, that guy just drank a half gallon of fucking pig cum. Like that's insanity. That is yeah. And Chris just does it like for fun. He's like, you guys remember the horse cum?
Why are you looking at me like this on camera?
Yeah, dude. No, I don't think there was going to be a movie like theater experience for me that tops this. And I mean, yes, Cheese?
Out of curiosity,
yeah.
What's the 0.5 that keeps this out of a perfect movie for you?
No tears.
You were close early and at the end. You were close. And let me I know this is his part of the show. Tim got actual gigs at the end of the movie where they showed Ryan Dunn, right?
Yeah.
They showed Ryan Dunn Forever on camera, and Tim goes out loud in the movie theater. He goes, well, I didn't think I'd be crying this early in the day or something like that. And like the whole theater started to giggle.
I didn't even notice that.
No, you didn't cry at all?
No, not even out of like laughter, which is like I could have, but no, like I mean, I don't want to. Like, you don't go to see Jackass to fucking cry.
20 years later, you might.
Dude, the Ryan Dunn MTV fucking tribute is fucking hoof. That's a woofer.
Well, I think his 0.5 that he's talking about right now is part of my 1.0 that didn't get me to a 10. Was that like this could have been? I think they could have found a way to make this a little bit more of an emotional goodbye
but
to these people.
Right, because this, for the love of God, Johnny Knoxville and crew.
Keep going.
No, don't
keep going.
Don't do another one.
No, they're
don't
fine.
Do one.
They're fine.
Don't do another one, please. I mean, will I watch it? Yeah, but I'll be sad for different reasons because if you keep the jokes silly, sure, but don't be tasing each other and doing bulls and making yourself human ramps for mini bikes. Don't come on. You got osteoporosis. Don't be doing nothing like that.
There was only two that made me uncomfortable throughout the whole thing. It was the pogo stick on the dick.
Yeah.
More like the balls. It was the pogo stick on the ball sack.
Yeah.
And the fucking Johnny Knoxville with the bull.
Yeah, the bull, they really underplayed the bull because it was bad, dude. Like, they show on a stretcher, and he's like, dude, fucking, that was sick. I'm like, dude, you are about to die.
The mic catches him snoring as soon as it has. Snoring.
Yeah, like
snoring.
Out of pain. It's bad.
He's not there.
Yeah, it's not good.
Do
I have one more? Or are we done with the R's here?
You just nailed them all, buddy. Good job on your R's today. Wow.
Well, do you want to get into a little bit of a...
It's time for some Jackass and some trivia movie show. We didn't write questions, but we're having a good time here.
Yeah, it's gonna be wonky. It's gonna be a wonky one. Chester, since you take notes, you dirty little scrum.
No, I did not. I did after the fact. I only have 3 questions. So.
All right, I maybe have 2, and they're gonna eat a fucking bag of laundry. The Landry News.
Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
Do you have questions of substance?
I have 3 that I think 2 of them you'll know and 1 of them you won't.
Are they of substance?
About the movie film we just watched?
I mean, like, are they, like, decent questions?
I think so.
Okay.
I think one of them is fucky that you won't know.
Let me go ahead and start because mine are fucking stupid.
Well, guys, before we really get into quizzing your pants, we didn't, like... Usually Tim and I put a little preparation into quizzing your trousers.
Yeah.
This one we didn't, so forgive us.
My trousers are dry. All right, Chester. What kind of shoes does Johnny Knoxville usually wear? That is not highlighted in the movie whatsoever.
No, but it should be.
Really? Tuffy?
I mean, maybe not, but I'm probably overthinking it. By the way, if you see me hitting on this thing,
we both quit smoking
Tim and
a
I
year
quit
ago.
Smoking, so
now we lie to each other and we do douche flutes.
It feels better. New Balance.
Can
I get a hint?
Yeah. In the same vein as Vans. Is that a good hint?
Potentially.
Like, if you don't wear Vans, you probably wear...
Not good with the fucking skate shoes.
They're not... they're actually basketball shoes to begin with.
Converse.
Yep.
I'll take a half.
It's a dick question.
It's not. It's not a dick question.
It's fucking pretty dumb.
I asked for a hint.
I don't think he even wears Converse in the movie.
Give me a half point.
I've done 0 drops today. Oh, wait.
I was also
Hold
thinking,
on.
what...
These fucking questions...
Fucking thing sucks!
Bill O'Reilly. What if we alternated questions, by the way?
Sure.
Not a fan?
No, that's fine. I just don't want to forget the amount of nonsense I have in my head.
Then go ahead.
Okay.
I'll wait.
I mentioned earlier on Cribs that Chris Pontius drove a certain kind of truck.
Fuck
Do you remember the make and model?
God damn it. Fucking somehow we watch dudes get their dick stomped on for 4 hours and it's a car question.
Well, I mean, I told you I didn't take any notes. So these are just off my dome. And they might even be right.
Can I get a minor hint?
Ford.
F?
Nope.
Bronco.
No.
I don't know.
This is a park.
Ranger.
Yep.
Does not count, but thank you. No, Boomy. I don't get.
Can I think of another one? Oh,
I don't know if I want you to.
Here's a really stupid one.
What car did Bam's mom drive on the way to his prom with an F-1350?
I could do an April car thing if you wanted me to.
I don't think I want one.
But I would pose it poorly. What are Preston Lacey's preferred style of underwear?
Style?
Yeah.
Briefs.
Yeah. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. You said you had 3?
Yeah.
I was trying to conjure 3. Sorry, folks. Don't take these. If you're doing a book report on this, don't send this in to your teacher because these are probably not factual at all.
We typically prepare harder for trivia than this, but bear with us.
Well, when it's not on VHS or DVD, it's pretty hard to take all Nordaroos.
Okay.
I don't like whipping my phone out in the theater.
Okay.
Yeah, hit me with them cheese.
I'm gonna start with my hardest fucking one because it's kind of I feel like it's a dick question.
About wieners?
No. What kind of rattlesnake was the snake used in the snake room scene? It's a direction and a state.
Isn't it some form of cobra?
Well, it's a rattlesnake. The one in the there's a cobra later that kisses, but the
a direction and a state.
Yeah.
South Dakota.
No. This is my hardest one, and it's.
Can I get a hint?
Yes, it's the southernmost state.
So interesting. Are we talking about equator? It's not a Hawaii.
It used to be a part of Mexico.
Texas?
Yes. And a direction.
Texas. Wasn't Texas rattlesnake just a thing?
It's very close.
A southern Texas rattlesnake?
Different direction.
A northern Texas rattlesnake?
Other direction.
Eastern?
The other one.
Western?
Yes. A western Texas rattlesnake.
It's a lot of applause donors. I got it wrong. Where is it? What? Where's Boo? Boo and Boner are. I should not have put those so close together. There it is.
Are you ready, my friend?
Yeah, sure.
Name 3 of the special guests that appeared in this movie.
By name?
Yes.
Shit. We already said one of them. Holmes. Zach Holmes. Zach Holm?
Special guests, I mean by celebrities.
What?
Celebrities or musicians.
Okay. Rob Dyrdek. Tyler, the Creator. Oh, shit. I'm trying to think. There's another special one? Can I take a hand, or is that bullshit?
You can.
I will.
You booed him when he came on screen.
Oh, Machine Gun Kelly!
Oh, nice.
Machine Gun Kelly's fine. The guy
Yeah, I actually like Machine Gun Kelly.
I don't really mind him.
And not only did Tim boo him, the dude who was right.
Yes!
He's just like, boo,
Oh,
fuck
God.
him.
He was alone, too. He was like, oh, God
Yeah,
damn it.
Fuck this guy.
Like, yeah.
It's like, damn.
No, I really don't mind him that much. I do, I follow a couple of, pop punk, things on Instagram, and it's annoying how much he comes up because he does, some pop pumps, and, yeah, I don't know.
The fourth one I would have taken was Andre from.
Oh yeah,
Andre the whatever his name is.
a
funny name.
Yeah, what is his name now?
Andre the Creator.
No, that's what I keep wanting to think. I am thinking it, not wanting to think. Dude, Andre 3K.
I don't know. It's Andre, I guess.
Yeah, he was part of the fucking. God damn it.
His spoof was pretty funny. I'll let you guys watch
do
that.
a show
My
where we
last
talk about
one.
things.
My last question.
All right, hit me with G's.
What is the name of the UFC heavyweight that punched Aaron Danger in the balls?
Should have saved my quizaroos for this one. I am not a fight guy. Is it Goldberg?
No.
Is
He's a
it-
big. He's a big.
I know. I can see his face.
Big black Frenchman.
I have never ever known the guy's name. Tupac 3K.
Wow. Yes. No. It's
Oh.
not Tupac. Francis Ngannou. That's all right.
And on that bombshell,
some fun
folks.
trivia. Yeah, we trying out her.
Oh man. Well, we do want to remind you. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
That helps a lot. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for all the messages we get. Very surprising. Very cool. Thanks for not shitting my mom. She did great.
She's great.
She was very concerned that she was gonna get shit on the comments. I'm like, Mom, we get like 3 comments. Like, it doesn't matter. If you want to hit us on Twitter, approved for all. If you are looking to see what we're gonna be watching next, sometimes you put that on the Twitter. Do you go off my tags?
Mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I usually put it on the Instagram, and then it should follow on the Twitter. We usually drop those. Well, since we changed the drop date, usually before the weekend, before Saturday, you'll see it on there. Because we usually do this on Saturday or Sunday, so we usually know throughout the week what we're gonna watch.
Yeah. Hey, give us some more recommendations, but just make
Yeah.
sure that they're not shitty ones, and then we might watch it.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
pretty important.
Yeah.
If you want to do a quiz for us, we'll give you a shout out. We'll tag whatever you want to tag.
Yeah.
Approved for all audiences pod at gmail.com. If you want to forgo everything I just said and don't know where to go, approved for all audiences.buzzsprout.com has everything there. It has the Twitter, it has the Instagram, it has the audio only episodes.
Yep.
If you want to do audio only, if you want to take us in the car, if you want to take us to work, if you want to listen to us while you're banging your sister, holy hell, it's wherever you find pods, dude.
Hey.
It's there.
Does your dad have warts? Let us know in the comments.
Are they on his genitals or his face? I'd like to know.
They're different.
They
A cold
are.
sore can also be genitals.
Are they plantar warts or are they fasciitis?
I'm anti-fasciitis, dude.
Is there anything else we need to plug?
I just think that we just need to. No, I don't.
Baba Ganoush, Kippers.
Love you guys.
Love
Thank
you
you.
guys. See you next Thursday. Not Tuesday, Thursday. All right, guys. Love you.